Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So, another alleged ghost candidate has been arrested in Florida. This time, though, it's a Democrat, kind of, sort of. So, before I jump into the details, for those who may be new to the show, this is something I've been covering for 2 years, over 2 years now, because following the 2020 election, it was revealed that Republican operatives in Florida were paying people to pretend to be progressive Democrats. And so they would run in areas where they could siphon votes away from the real Democrats in the race. So these people who were running didn't campaign at all. They didn't debate. They refused to talk to the press. They had all of their campaign ads, all of their mailers paid for by dark money groups that were tied to the Republican Party. And it was effective in at least one race, which is how Trump sycophant Ileana Garcia won her congressional seat. So there have been numerous arrests made related to the scam, and one of the ghost candidates flipped on a man who paid him. So that trial's coming up soon. But this new case involves a man I've mentioned before. His name is Carlos Irizarry. He used to be a Democratic city commissioner. He was suspended from the Kissimmee Commission in 2010 after he was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon for a domestic violence incident involving his wife. So, like I said, I've mentioned him before because one of his Democratic challengers accused him of being paid to run, basically to siphon the Hispanic votes away from her. And these two used to be friends, so she was pretty torn about this and whether or not she should report it. So Irizarry had run against her. He was trying to get on the county commission again. This was in 2022. And he was running against Jackie Espinoza. She's the one who used to be his friend. So she provided evidence to the authorities that he was doing this. He was only running because he wanted the money. In a text message that was sent on May 6th of 2022, Espinoza told Irizarry in part, quote, "You can come out of this like a hero and unmask the corruption. What they've offered you is not enough. Your honor is a lot more." 2 days later, Espinoza texted his wife, who she was also friends with at the time, and she told Irizarry's wife, quote, "Carlos has to do the right thing. Confess everything they've offered to run. He can win if he becomes transparent and keeps his honor." In the same time period, Irizarry was also communicating with a school board member named John Arguello, and he was sending him text messages that were probably the most damning that we've seen so far. Arguello pressed Irizarry about who was paying him to run for office, and Irizarry replied, quote, "The white Republicans asked me to do it. Let's see if they deliver." He was also interviewed by a local radio show. I've mentioned this before, and the host said that Irizarry also told him that he was being paid to run. So Irizarry was just arrested last Saturday, and he was booked into jail. But Irizarry said that this arrest has nothing to do with him being a fake candidate. He said he was charged with 14 misdemeanors, and they were all related to campaign finance disclosures. Irizarry told a reporter, quote, "I never took any money from nobody. I continued helping my constituents every time I tried to get elected to different positions. This is just gossiping." So here's what we've learned now as the days have passed about these charges against Irizarry. He was, in fact, charged with 14 criminal charges. Investigators say that they found a pattern of him reporting false information, and this is on his campaign finance disclosures. They say that he provided false information about expenses as well as charitable donations that were supposedly made by his campaign. And they say that he spent campaign money on things like day spas and meals at restaurants. One thought I had is that it's possible they're trying to use these charges to pressure Irizarry to get him to spill the tea on who it was that may have been paying him to run for office. So we'll see. And, as with all of the alleged ghost candidate cases, I will keep an eye on them. I will definitely let you guys know when I hear more. But, at one point, this guy did say, I think it was when he ran in like 2010 or whenever it was, or before that he is a Democrat with Republican thoughts. So There you go. I guess that explains this behavior. All right, guys. Like I said, I'll let you know when I hear more. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please become a donor if you can. Love you guys. Take care, and I'll talk with you soon.